All right, good morning. David Whiteley here with UL Trades, coming to you with another installment of Mindset Matters, where I share tips and tricks as it relates to trading mindset. So the thing that I've been thinking about today has been kind of your mental battery. Okay, so I want you to think about the energy that we use to trade and think of that energy supply as a resource that can be used and can be depleted. Depending on where you're at in your trading journey, you'll have more or less supply of this mental energy. And so you have to really be aware of where you're at in that spectrum. So if you're trading on a 1-minute chart, for example, and you're watching every 1 minute, you're processing that data, maybe tick by tick, price change by price change, at a minimum, candle by candle, interpreting that data, trying to decide what does that mean. Is this information that tells me I should get into a trade or stay out of a trade? And if you do that for hours on end, that's a lot of mental energy that's being used just to watch the chart. Okay? And then the next stage is we get into a trade. And I don't care who you are, how long you've been trading, whenever you're in a trade, there's some level of stress, right? Some level of mental energy that's being used to watch that trade happen. Even if you're not watching it, in the back of your mind, your subconscious knows that there's something happening over here that's going to have an impact on me. What is that impact going to be? Especially because you have no control over it, okay? So we work on ways to let go of that, to understand we have no control, to be okay with that, but it doesn't matter. There's still some level of energy being used. And so as you go throughout your trading day, you have to be aware of where your mental battery is at, because the worst place you can be is to be depleted to the point where you're not making good decisions. When you're in a trade, you're not able to process that, to stay in the trade the way that, and to manage the trade the way that you know you should manage the trade. And if you ever get to a point where you know your mental battery is just depleted, then that's when you shut it down. You turn it off and you take a break. It may be a few minutes, right? Maybe in 5, 10, 15 minutes, you're ready to come back at it full force. And maybe you need a couple of days off. Okay, I just took 3 days off. I didn't want to take 3 days off, but I had an obligation. I had to go away for 3 days. I wasn't able to trade. And that actually, I think, was a really good thing for me, because it let me really reset and recharge and come back stronger. So always be aware of where your mental energy is at. Don't get into trades just to get into trades, because while you're in that trade, you're depleting your mental energy. So make sure you're in the right trades so that that mental energy is being used productively. All right, that's my thought for today. Trade safe, follow your plan, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.